Green Valley International School. Let us join hands to empower the future of nation.
Hello everyone, how are you? All are good? Okay. Today we will read about food because our new chapter is completely based on food. Children, you must have heard your parents telling you to avoid unhealthy and junk food and to eat healthy food to remain fit and fine, right? Parents often quote, "You are what you eat," which means that if you eat healthy, nutritious food, you will be healthy and happy, correct? But if you eat more of junk food such as pizza, burger, noodle, pav and pasta etc., you will remain unhealthy and weak. So today we will read about health, food, hygiene and diseases. Good morning everyone, this is Pravina Sharma and today we are going to start our new chapter. This is chapter 5, Food and Nutrition. In this chapter we will learn what type of food should we eat, what are the nutrients of food, what are the sources of food, what is balanced diet and how do our food get digested. Let's see food, why it is necessary for us and what type of food should we take. As we know, food is one of our basic needs, right? Without food we can't survive. We all need food to give us energy, to help us grow and to repair damaged cells. There are different kinds of food we take. Food contains different essential substances that our body needs, and these substances are called nutrients. Nutrients are the building material of our body and provide us energy for growth and other activities. These nutrients include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. And the food that contains nutrients is nutritious food. To remain healthy, we must eat food that contains all the nutrients in the right amount. Such food is called a balanced diet. A balanced diet is necessary for the proper growth and development of the body. We can define a balanced diet in following way. A balanced diet is one that gives your body the nutrients it needs to function correctly. Balanced diet is a diet consisting of a variety of different types of food and providing adequate or proper amount of the nutrients necessary for good health. Now, what are the beneficiary points or advantages of balanced diet? First is, it is essential to follow a balanced diet to stay healthy or active. Second is, balanced diet is associated with good health and prevention of diseases. Third one is, a healthy and balanced diet protects us against malnutrition. Now we will see what are the sources of food, because it is important for us to know where our food actually comes from. Can you guess where do the fruits and vegetables that we eat comes from? Yes, of course, they come from plants. Tell me, what are the sources of rice and wheat? Yes, the sources of rice and wheat are also plants. But some food items like milk, eggs, meat, chicken, fish, prawns, beef, and other products we get from animals. Plants are the sources of food ingredients like grain, cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Animals provide us with milk, meat and meat products and eggs. Hence, we knew that there are two sources of food, plants and animals. All of the food we eat comes from either of these two ways. There is a lot of variation in the food eaten in different regions of India. But the main sources of food are plants and animals only. Foods have energy and non-energy components. The energy components of food include carbohydrate, proteins, and fat. The non-energy components include vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, and water. Plants are one source of our food. First, we see carbohydrates. Carbohydrates play important roles within our body. They are the primary energy source that our brain and muscles use. Approximately 50 to 60% of our calories should come from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy food and provide 4 calories per gram. We need carbohydrate not only to support our growth but to also fuel our activity. They consist of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. Bread, pasta, beans, potatoes, rice, and cereals are carbohydrate rich foods. Carbohydrates are the most common source of energy for most organisms, including humans. Proteins. Proteins are necessary for building, repairing, and renewing all the organs of the body. Protein is used by our body help us develop and grow properly. Protein makes up our muscles, organs, skin, and hair. There are two types of proteins: animal-based proteins such as meat, fish, milk, milk product, and eggs. Vegetable-based protein such as legumes and pulses, nuts, seeds, peanut and butters, and tofu. The main sources of protein are animal sources such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy foods. We also obtain important proteins from cereals products, nuts, and pulses. Approximately 10 to 15% of our calories should come from proteins. Our bodies are made up of thousands of different proteins, each with a specific function. These body proteins are continuously being repaired and replaced throughout our lives. Protein helps us to grow and maintenance of our cells and tissues. Let's see fats. Fats are a great source of energy. 1 gram of fat provides 9 calories. Fat protects the internal organs. However, too much fat can be damaging. Fat is also a great insulator and stored just below the skin. Fats are found in meat, poultry, skin, fried foods, cheese, nuts and seeds, butter and oils, pastries, chocolate, sauces and salads, etc. Let's know what is the role of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are essential substances that our body need to develop and function normally. Vitamins and minerals are considered essential nutrients because they perform hundreds of roles in the body. They help to make our bones strong, heal wounds, and support our immune system. They also convert food into energy. Vitamins include vitamin A, C, D, E, and vitamin K, and the vitamin B complex such as vitamin B1, B2, B3, and B12. Fruits, green leafy vegetables, and milk contain vitamins and minerals. It is good to have fresh fruits and green vegetable salads every day. A number of minerals are essential for health such as calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, iron, and iodine. Foods provide more than vitamins and minerals. Many foods also have fibers and other substances that can provide health benefits, right? Vitamins and minerals are often called micronutrients because our body needs only tiny amounts of them. Vitamins and minerals are called the protective food because they protect us from many diseases and keep us from falling sick. But if our body is fail to get even these micronutrients, we may suffer many deficiency diseases such as scurvy due to lack of vitamin C and cause of bleeding gum. Blindness, people become blind from vitamin A deficiency, and rickets, a deficiency in vitamin D, can cause of soft and weak bones, right? Besides these nutrients, our body needs dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Roughage is mainly provided by plants products in our foods. Whole grains and pulses, potatoes, fresh fruits and vegetables are main sources of roughage. Come to water. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. Water is one of the most important macronutrients along with carbohydrates, proteins and fat. We can live a little longer without food than we can water. Our body is made up of around 65% water. It assists with absorption, digestion, excretion and aids circulation of nutrients around our body. Water is also essential for regulating our body temperature and distributing heat. We must keep our food clean. Food should always be kept covered. Flies and insects will get into food if it is kept open. Dust will also settle down it, and these will make us ill. Sweets, nuts, and other food items that are eaten without washing should be kept in covered jars or cans. As we know, we eat some food cooked, some either raw or cooked, and some raw only. All fruits can be eaten raw, and some vegetables such as cucumber, tomato, and carrots can be eaten raw or cooked. Cooking kills germs that may be present in vegetables and also makes food such as rice soft and easy to digest. But cooking destroys some of the vitamins present in the vegetables. Therefore, it is good to have fresh fruits or a vegetables salad every day. Make sure the fruits and vegetables are properly washed first. Never eat fruits that have been cut and left in the open. They attract flies. Dirty hands have germs which one cannot see. These germs cause illness. So, wash your hands before you touch food. Along with this, the utensils and the materials used for cooking should always be washed well before use. They should be kept clean. It is always good to eat fresh food. Cooked food should not be kept for long time because germs attack cooked food faster. Store leftover food in the refrigerator. Let's see digestion. What is digestion and what are the digestive organs? So, digestion is the process of conversion of large food molecules into small food molecules so that they can be absorbed by blood and further all the nutrients can be supplied throughout the body. Now, what are the digestive organs? So, digestive system includes mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, anus or rectum. These are called digestive organs. In human beings, mouth is the first organ of digestive system because as the food enters into the mouth, the chewing process starts with teeth. Mouth add a juice called saliva that make the food wet that is easy to swallow. The food goes down from the food pipe to the stomach. It produces a juice that helps to digest proteins. Juices from the liver and pancreas also come to the stomach. Then it passes through the small intestine where the nutrients are absorbed. Water and minerals are absorbed from the undigested food in the large intestine, and then undigested or waste food sent out from the body through the anus. Thus, our food that we eat get digested. Hence, in this chapter, we have learned about food, sources of food, all the food nutrients, balanced diet, and digestion. I hope you have understood this chapter very well, and if you have any confusion, any doubt, or any query, so you can directly consult with me. Now there are home lunch for you. Firstly, you have to make your diet plate as I have made. Second, you have to write the name of organs of digestive system. And third is you have to write the name of food items and their sources. Along with this, you have to write the name of nutrients that the food contain. Okay? Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.